ahead and start. We'll open up in prayer. Bow with me here. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord God, we just come to you tonight, Lord. We just thank you for this special occasion, Lord. We have so many great teachers in our district, Lord, and we just thank you for each of those that are here tonight, Lord. Each of them are special. They're special to you. They're special to each school, and they're special to this district, Lord. Lord, we do ask that you keep us safe, keep us all together, Lord, and keep us doing the will for each of these kids that are in our district, Lord. Thank you for those who prepared the food tonight. May it nourish our bodies and us uplift your kingdom. We ask all this in your Son's holy and precious name, Jesus. Amen.
Well, good evening. If you are eating, please continue. I don't want to ever stop good fellowship or eating. My name is Stephanie Heskey. I am Superintendent of Schools in Sevier County, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the Sevier County Teacher of the Year and Educator Hall of Fame inductee banquet. I feel so honored to be in the presence of this group of people, and I want to make sure you know that you are the reason excellent opportunities occur for our students. Your knowledge and expertise, your example, and your personal interactions with our students makes all the difference. So I will encourage you to keep going, because I, as many in this room were, am a product of Sevier County Schools. So all of your effort is worth it. As you know, teaching and serving in education is not for the faint of heart, and it is only fitting that we celebrate the very best of our school system tonight. I would be remiss if I didn't thank our 5 school board members who are in attendance tonight. And gentlemen, if you will stand as I call your name, I want the audience to be able to see you. So we have John McClure, Mike Oakley, Mark Strange, Charles Temple, and Kevin Townsend. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your dedication. I also want to acknowledge members of our central office administration for their tremendous support. So if you work in our central office, could you please stand so we can thank you as well? And I'm seeing some of you are not standing. You need to stand. I'll call you out. Thank you so much. Dr. Lori Hill. Dr. Lori Hill, are you in this room? Right, there she is. She's still standing. Keep standing, Dr. Hill. Just want to particularly thank Dr. Hill because she has helped conduct the voting and selection of the teachers, principal, and supervisor of the year, as well as collecting the nominations and selection of the Education Hall of Fame members, and worked with our community partners as well to put this event on this evening, which is absolutely lovely. So thank you, Dr. Hill. If my school administrators would stand, the principals and assistant principals, I just want to thank you as well. This is an excellent group, and I want to thank you all for your example and your tremendous leadership ability in our system. We could not do it without you. Thank you so much. And before we begin the program, I would like to thank our sponsor, Collier Hospitality, for this beautifully decorated venue, wonderful meal, invitations, awards, and many other countless details they coordinated to plan this event. Also, many thanks to the Sevierville Convention Center for hosting our event. And if you have not looked at your placemat, our very own Boys and Girls Club here in the Smokies did those, and they are wonderful. And so you need to read the comments on yours if you have not done that. At this time, I would like to ask Mrs. Kay Collier-Pittman to come up, who is the president of Collier Development Group, and she has tirelessly and generously worked with our system in planning this event.
Thank you,
So
Stephanie.
come on up.
Hello, everybody. I'm a proud graduate of Pigeon Forge Elementary School, and that may give away my age. A proud graduate of Sevier County High School. My parents were both Sevier County High School graduates, as well as my brothers, my nieces and nephews, and my children. So I want to tell you from me that what you do makes a tremendous difference. My parents, Mendel and Irene Collier, were true believers in education. They put it at the forefront of our lives growing up. We had homework, we had attendance, and we had grades. And if grades didn't meet their expectations, there were consequences, unfortunately. But it helped us make education a priority as we were growing up. And I say this so that you know that you make a true difference in the children's lives. I know that you have tough days, and there may be days that you don't feel like you make a difference anywhere with anything or anyone. But just know that me as a mother, as well as an employer, know how much you shape and form the lives of the children in our community. So I just wanted to take the moment to say thank you for me, for my family, our county, as well as our entire community for the great job you do. Thank you.
Ms. Collier-Pittman, I would like to present you on behalf of the Sevier County School System with just a plaque that's just honoring your commitment to our school system and our employees, and we just so appreciate you. So with greatest appreciation, thank you again. And now we'll continue. Well, good evening. My name is Stacia Lewis, and I'm the Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum. So good to see everyone. Also want to reiterate our sentiments of appreciation to the Collier Group and the work that's gone into celebrating our Teachers of the Year this evening. It is my distinct pleasure to recognize the 2023 Teachers of the Year, the 2023 Principal of the Year, and Supervisor of the Year, as well as 3 new inductees into the Hall of Fame. This evening is always a special occasion because it gives us an opportunity to recognize those whose commitment and practices exemplify the best in education. This year is even more special because we are celebrating not only those that exemplify the best in education, but those who are recognized and selected by their peers as leaders during what most of us would refer to as the most difficult years of most of our careers. When I think about what is accomplished each year in the school system, I realize that the amount of work really is nothing short of a miracle. After all, our students are our greatest hopes, our greatest dreams. That's why we went into the profession. That's why I went into the profession. I hope at some point, if you've been selected to receive an award this evening, that you also will take some time to reflect on the tremendous impact you have had on countless numbers of students in the Sevier County school system. My charge to all Sevier County school system employees this evening is simple. Clear paths, bright futures, no limits. Clear paths. I challenge you to have a vision for every student that reaches far beyond the classroom walls. Sure, we need to meet students where they are, but good enough really is not good enough. We must visualize a future for our students that offers a clear direction for them to be able to live their lives, fulfilling their purpose and using their God-given gifts. You are the anchor of hope for many children who find themselves in hopeless situations, and you also have the power to navigate the direction of their path. Bright futures. Each of us has but one life to make a difference in the world. Because you are here, you have mastered the art of teaching and realized that the human beings we work with really are worth the effort. You are the dealer of dreams for students whose dreams do not deserve to die, even though the world may be crumbling around them. I believe the Sevier County school system will continue to create bright futures for our students
while on the backs of leaders that are represented here this evening. No limits. You are often an everlasting source of energy and encouragement in the midst of many obstacles that your students face. You give power to the powerless because knowledge really is power. And most importantly, you are the core or heart of what it means to be an educator by caring for and nurturing those under your influence. Love your students, be great every day. They deserve it without limitation. For these things and more, the Sevier County School System and our entire community is indebted to you. Please join me now as we watch a video to recognize and celebrate those being honored as the 2023 Teacher of the Year.
On behalf of the entire faculty and staff of Sevier County High School, I'd like to congratulate Dr. Elizabeth Bernardi for being named the Sevier County School System's Secondary Teacher of the Year. This honor is well deserved. Dr. Bernardi is passionate about students, passionate about education, and determined to challenge students academically each and every day. Sevier County High School has a lot to be proud of, and Elizabeth, you're one of those things that we're proud of.
Well, I became a teacher because I wanted to influence students to become interested in science. Because science is really what runs the world. All the other subjects kind of add to, you need to use all the other subjects to solve scientific problems. And then you need to use science to help understand all the other subjects, so it's all integrated. But I really enjoy teaching science because I get to do things like this, where we model, we get to get in and do experiments. I've been doing this for about 20 years. I think they enjoy doing hands-on, and I think they enjoy the individual feedback. So as I go and visit each group, I tweak a little bit here and there, or I give them ideas. And I like to ask the questions that make them think a little bit more. So sometimes it frustrates them when they ask me a question and then I ask them a question in return, but they do see in the end that it makes a big difference in their learning.
Again, congratulations and go Bears.
Hi, I'm Kim Conrad. I'm the principal at Catlettsburg Elementary School. Today, I'm very excited to congratulate Jerry Cox as the District Level Teacher of the Year. Mr. Cox is so kind and caring. We were very fortunate when he came over to teach for us in our 5th grade math program. There is no teacher like Jerry Cox. The students love him, the staff loves him. He's such a wonderful human being, but also he makes learning fun and engaging.
Hello, we're students from Mr. Cox's class last year, and I remember all the fun stuff we did and all the fun things we got to do.
So Mr. Cox, he's so wonderful and so kind. He at the beginning of the year, he starts a relationship with you, and once you build up and build up, he'll eventually let you have some respect and stuff. He's just a very good teacher, and yeah, he's just the best.
He's a wonderful teacher, and I'm so glad I had him last year. And I want to congratulate him that he got Teacher of the Year.
So congratulations, Jerry Cox, so deserving.
I love teaching math. I do believe it is the universal language. I really enjoy working with kids on math. Kids will come through without a lot of confidence in math sometimes, and I enjoy trying to build their confidence. And so I'm just thrilled to be a teacher in Sevier County, and of all the great teachers in Sevier County, it's humbling to receive this award.
Seymour Primary is so proud to have Sheila Newman as the representative of the district and our school as the primary level Teacher of the Year. I developed a professional relationship with Sheila when she completed her internship with us as a student at Johnson University. I knew that she would not only become an accomplished teacher, but would grow to lead others. Her positive influence on her coworkers has strengthened the climate and the culture of our school. While Sheila is a valued school leader and a team builder, her heart is in the classroom. Every child is met at their individual learning level and always with a smile. Her holistic approach takes into account who each child is both at school and at home. Her personal experience with caring teachers who never gave up on Sheila while she was in the foster care system as a child, then being adopted by loving parents who created a balanced and supportive family structure for her, is the foundation for her ability to build strong bonds with her students and their parents.
Well, I chose the sunflower theme as my theme because my students are my sunflowers and they're in here to bloom and grow. And so this is a reminder every day of why I'm here and why I'm a teacher and that they make me a teacher. Without them, I wouldn't be one. I would like to congratulate Sheila Newman on winning Sevier County Schools Teacher of the Year for primary levels. We are so proud of you, Sheila.
If you were selected as a school level Teacher of the Year in 2023, can you please stand so we can recognize you? Thank you to each of you for everything you do, and congratulations. Your awards will be available for pickup in the hallway outside this room, or we'll take a group photo at the closing of this evening's activities. At this time, it's my honor to recognize and celebrate our district level Teachers of the Year. And if you would please come forward to receive your reward when I call your name. The individual representing the Pre-K 4 category for Sevier County from Seymour Primary is Ms. Sheila Newman. The individual representing the 5-8 category from Catlettsburg Elementary is Mr. Jerry Cox. The individual representing the 9-12 category from Sevier County High School is Mrs. Elizabeth Bernardi. At this time, it is my honor to recognize the 2023 Principal of the Year. Over 3 decades ago, this principal began her career as a teaching assistant for the Sevier County school system while finishing college. Following graduation, she was hired as a 6th grade math teacher at Pigeon Forge Middle School. She taught for 14 years in grades 4 through 8 at Pigeon Forge Middle and Catons Chapel Elementary before going into administration. She then served as the assistant principal at Catons Chapel for 4 years under Principal Bill Hatcher. She attributes her confidence as an administrator to the outstanding mentorships provided to her by Jerry Ware and Bill Hatcher. In 2013, she moved to Pittman Center Elementary, where she served as principal for 7 years. As the school system continued to grow, she was asked to help open the new Pigeon Forge Intermediate School in the fall of 2020, where she continues to serve as principal today. When thinking back over the last 29 years, she says her proudest accomplishment undoubtedly occurred in 1998 when she became a mother. Fast forward 24 years to tonight, where her daughter is seated beside her as a fellow educator and still holds the title of her mom's proudest accomplishment. Also seated beside her is her husband of 33 years. She says they have pretty much grown up together and have always supported each other's professional goals. She admits he always gives really good advice, even when she doesn't ask for it. She says one thing is for sure, her family loves Sevier County and its people. When asked what individuals had the greatest impact on her educational life, she stated it would have to be her daddy and former Sevier County educator, the late Coach Herb Hornby. Her daddy told her to choose a career that you love, be good to people, and you'll have a good life. It's as simple as that. And she's tried to do that for the last 29 years. Both of her siblings also followed her daddy's advice and became educators, and both are with her here this evening. Her brother Chad Owenby is here representing Warewood as Teacher of the Year. Professionally, she says that a multitude of people have influenced her life, and her success as an administrator is a direct result of them. She has taken the advice of many educators before her who claim the key to success is surrounding yourself with smart, loyal people who want the best for you. And she has blanketed herself over the years with the best of the best. She is truly thankful for the opportunity to work with so many exceptional administrators, teachers, support staff, and students throughout her career. She claims collaboration is a must, and she is also very appreciative of her fellow principals. Lastly, she suggests that the leadership, guidance, and support from Director Stephanie Husky, the board members, and other system supervisors are what make our system second to none, and she is just thankful to be a small part of its success. Our Principal of the Year awardee has seen a lot of changes over the years, but admits one thing still stands true, that strong, positive relationships must be at the center of our work. She believes every student and every adult have the ability to learn and grow. No matter her role over the years, she has challenged students and teachers, expected excellence, and valued differences. Please join me in recognizing Mrs. Wendy Patterson and welcoming her to the stage. Wendy, you want a word? No? Does she want to? Okay. Okay. At this time, it is my honor to recognize the 2023 Supervisor of the Year. This supervisor began his career in education in 1995 after graduating from Maryville College with a degree in mathematics. Over the next 19 years, his experiences included teaching high school math, coaching various sports, and being an assistant principal. During this time, he also obtained a Master's of Education and an Educational Specialist degree from Lincoln Memorial University and a Doctorate of Education from East Tennessee State University. He began working in Sevier County in 2010 as a math teacher at Seymour High and later as an assistant principal. He moved to the central office in 2014 to work in the support roles of math lead teacher and 712 math facilitator. In 2019, he began assisting Jim Davis with accounting and data and accountability, for the district. He then became the data and accountability supervisor and testing coordinator in 2022. He grew up in a family of educators with over a dozen members choosing education as a career. His parents and siblings played a huge role in inspiring him to choose education as a pathway of service to others. One of the most influential periods of his life was watching his wife Anna teach their two children, Jake and Claire, how to read and count before they started school. Anna now teaches 4th grade at Northview Intermediate, and her efforts inspire him daily. Because of his experiences, he views the teaching profession as a true mission field, requiring a sincere heart of service, holding school administrators and teachers in the highest esteem. He believes his role is solely to support the administrators and teachers in their work on the front lines. He also understands that their work with students is the core purpose of all we do in education every day. He attributes any success in his work to the love of Jesus, his family, and all of the educators who have impacted his own life. He would like to express his great appreciation to Director Husky and all of the educators who participated in this award. He states, "It is a tremendous honor to be recognized. I feel truly blessed with the opportunity to work with and serve our wonderful educators while also getting to work with data and spreadsheets. And I must say, he does love data and spreadsheets. He makes me want to love them. It is the work of the teachers and administrators that is most deserving of our recognition," he says. Their efforts and vision guide his roles and responsibilities, and it is simply a tremendous privilege to be a part of such a great team here in Sevier County. Please join me in recognizing and welcoming Dr. John Robinette to the stage. John? have been inducting individuals in the Educator Hall of Fame since 2009. And when I think about the Sevier County Educator Hall of Fame, I'm reminded of a quote by Stephen Covey about those individuals who extend a lifetime of service, legacy, and commitment to a worthy cause. Be a light, not a judge, a model, not a critic, make commitments and keep them. I believe that the people we're about to induct into the Hall of Fame have done just that. They have been a light for all for many years to see. They really understood what it means to show up and be present. They have been a model of excellence that all of us would benefit from emulating in our own practice. And their being honored here this evening brings certainty to their commitment in fulfilling their purpose while with us. It is my honor at this time to recognize our 3 inductees into the Educator Hall of Fame. Mr. Jim Bradley. Mr. Jim Bradley was a man who devoted his life to teaching and woodworking. Jim started his teaching career by doing student teaching at Pigeon Forge Primary. Later on, he became a 6th grade science teacher at Sevierville Middle School, where he worked under Principal Mr. Bill Love. Jim loved his job as a teacher and was known for his wholehearted devotion to his students. He stayed until 5 p.m. every day and attended his students' events. Jim was a positive and giving person who received letters of appreciation from his students all summer long. Jim taught at Sevierville Middle School for 22 years and was awarded the Teacher of the Year title on 2 occasions. He was an excellent teacher who made a significant impact on his students' lives. His positive and uplifting nature never wavered, and many of his students say he remained the most giving person in the room. Outside of teaching, Jim was a skilled artisan in both woodworking and calligraphy. For 34 years, he worked at Hillbilly Village, where he honed his woodworking skills. Jim paid for his post-secondary education at Berea College through his woodworking, and he was most proud of his achievements. After he passed, Mr. Bowers, who works at Sevierville Middle School, collaborated with Jim's son to create a history timeline of Jim's life and accomplishments. Mr. Jim Bradley was an amazing man who loved with his whole heart. He was a positive force in students' lives and made a lasting impact on each one of them. Jim's legacy continues to live on, and his passion for teaching and woodworking serves as an inspiration to all who knew him. Please join me in welcoming his wife, Mrs. Pam Bradley, who will be accepting this award on Jim's behalf. Mr. Gary Roach. Gary Roach is best known for his 18-year tenure as principal of Sevier County High School, the longest term of any principal in the school's history. During his time as principal, Gary was a firm believer in the power of teamwork to achieve success, and he worked closely with the staff at Sevier County High School to implement programs and improvements that made a significant difference in the community. One of the most notable achievements of Gary's time as principal was the implementation of one of the first freshman academies in the state of Tennessee. This program reduced absenteeism and the number of class failures by significant margins and was so successful that several other school systems throughout the state adopted the program as well. Gary and his team provided assistance to these schools whenever needed. Gary was also instrumental in the creation of the Sevier County High School Alumni Association, which now goes by the name of Sevier County High School Foundation. This program provides financial assistance to students who wish to further their education at the collegiate level or through vocational trade at an accredited vocational school. Thanks to the hard work and dedication of the SCHS Alumni Association, There are currently nearly 100 accounts that provide financial assistance each year to help students at Sevier County High School. Under Gary's leadership, both academies and athletics made great strides at SCHS. The football team, under the leadership of Coach Steve Brewer, won the first ever team championship in 1999. And 2 years later, under Coach Gene Husky's leadership, the Sevier County High School Bearettes won the girls basketball state championship. Roach was quick to credit the entire Sevier County High School community for these successes, stating that it took everyone from administrators to food service personnel to make Sevier County High School the success that it was. Gary's commitment to teamwork and his dedication to the success of his students and staff earned him the respect and admiration of his colleagues and the community. He is forever grateful to former Director of Schools Dr. Jack Parton for giving him the opportunity to lead Sevier County High School for 18 years. Gary acknowledges that his success was due in no small part to the other building level administrators, central office personnel, and assistant principals with whom he worked closely, including Mr. Toby Ward and current Director of Schools, Mrs. Stephanie Husky. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Gary Roach to the stage. Mrs. Edna Loveday Rogers. Edna started her career as a full-time teacher in a public school in Tennessee. Despite her initial aversion to school, she had always dreamed of attending Carson-Newman University. With the help of her uncle, who was on the board at Carson-Newman, she was able to secure a work scholarship for her. She completed 2 years of coursework there before marrying and moving to Florida, where she worked as a substitute teacher for several years. On returning home, Edna and her husband decided to adopt children, so she took a year off of work and was unable to teach. After the adoption process was complete, Edna started working at Head Start in Seymour, where she worked for 7 years as a teacher, coach, bus driver, and janitor. Edna loved working with young children and decided to go back to school at the University of Tennessee to get her degree. There she was paired with an advisor who encouraged and supported her as she completed a 4-year degree. Edna also credits Jerry Ware and Andy Rowe with further encouragement as she finished her degree. She wanted to teach kindergarten, but there were no openings at the time, so she was asked to teach 6th grade by Mrs. Ballard in Seymour. The day before school started, Jerry Ware called Edna and offered her a position at Sevierville Primary School. She accepted that position and taught there for the rest of her career. Edna's journey towards becoming a renowned educator flourished in Tennessee. In 1989, she was awarded the Tennessee Teacher of the Year, a truly prestigious honor. In further recognition of her efforts, no less than Dolly Parton herself was scheduled to speak to the Tennessee Education Association, and Dolly wanted to introduce Edna to the audience. Edna not only got to meet Dolly and speak to her, but Dolly also acknowledged that Edna's husband had been her health and PE teacher and that she had failed his class. Edna was touched by Dolly's gesture and has since remained connected with that work, serving on both the Dolly Foundation Committee and the Imagination Library Committee. She and her husband, Roy Rogers, helped with the Special Olympics team as well. She worked with the Berkshire Sevier County Educational Foundation and volunteered at the Boys and Girls Club. In 1988, she was awarded the Governor's Outstanding Award, and in 1990, she received the Presidential Award in Mathematics. In 2007, Edna was inducted into the National Teachers Hall of Fame, and in 2008, she was honored by her high school in Chattanooga, where she was also inducted into their Hall of Fame. She was appointed as the Tennessee State Commissioner for Human Rights. In 2015, she received the Volunteer Service Award for her work with the Boys and Girls Club, a testament to her commitment to education and community service. Despite her initial reluctance to pursue a career in education, Edna Loveday Rogers has become an accomplished and respected educator, thanks in large part to the support and encouragement of her advisors, Dr. Jack Parton and Dr. Deborah Klein. She is very grateful to them for their help and guidance throughout her career. Please join me in recognizing and welcoming Mrs. Edna Loveday Rogers to the stage.
Well, wow, what an evening. Just as a reminder, to commemorate this night, a group photo of this year's winners, Teachers of the Year, will be taken in front of the Teacher of the Year banner, provided by Collier Hospitality outside the ballroom as you exit. The 2023 Teachers of the Year, as a reminder, should pick up their awards after the photo as they exit the building. Once again, thank you so much to Kay Collier Pittman and Collier Hospitality Group, and to all of our recipients for the sacrifices you have made to invest in the students of Sevier County. Your daily work leaves an indelible impression. Have a wonderful evening.